Hello. So clearly, I can't get enough of this palette. The Danessa Myricks Lightwork VII. This is my first one from her, and it's just got me so excited. I technically picked up another one. I picked up another one during the Sephora sale, but oof, I can't get enough of this palette. I'm inspired. I'm excited to use it. The colors are fun. We're having a moment. So I'm back with another look from the palette. In the dedicated video, I shared 6 looks total. I did 2 looks from each little mini color story. Today, I want to share another look with you. Let's get glam, but let's keep it soft glam, a little more wearable, if you will. I know when you look at these colors, you're like, Monique, wearable? Yes, you can totally tone it down a bit. And that's what I want to do in my look today. So let's get into it. And yes, this is the look I was wearing in my Sephora Haul video. So let's hydrate and begin. Let's get right on into it. So far, I've only done my eyebrows, and I use this CHANTECAILLE brow definer. Everything will be listed and linked for you down below in the description box. I'm gonna do just a touch more skin prep. I've already done my full routine, but I like to do just a touch more, just a few things that really help my makeup wear better, look better, all the things. I'm going to go in with my eye cream. This is from CALECIM. Definitely check out their Black Friday deals. I did share a post on the community tab here for more details, but you know how much I love this brand and this eye cream. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. We're going to work on the eyes first today, so this will have a moment to sit and do its thing. And of course, we can't forget lip prep. I did put this on a little bit ago, but I'm going to put a little bit more. This is the BEAUTYBIO, the Pout. I'm going in with my Alter Ego eyeshadow base. Now, I have tried this palette without an eyeshadow base, and they wear really well that way too, but I like eyeshadow base. So we're going to go in with eyeshadow base. If I forget to say a brush or any of the details on the things that I use today, everything is always listed in detail with links in the description box, or sometimes on the shopping prompt on the screen. But I'm going to start off with this shade. And this is just going to be for base. I've always found the key to a really great eyeshadow look is a nice base, and usually it's not a color that really does much. And here we are. Same brush, just cleaned it off on the Sigma switch. I'm gonna now go into the shade right beside it. And I'm gonna focus this on the outer eye first. I'm gonna build it up there. All right. And then blend into the crease. I'm keeping it quite soft and diffused, but still getting nice soft definition. Okay, let's build it up a bit. Outer eye, and then whatever's left. Bring that right in the crease. So again, we start by building on the outer eye and then blending in the crease. Let's build it up. I'm going to take a pencil brush into that same shade. Okay, and we're going to place it on the inner corner. So it's somewhat of a spotlight or halo look. And just take my time and build it up on the inner corner. I tell you, these shadows, they're so easy to work with. They blend beautifully. And I just keep coming back to it. I'm really enjoying all the looks that I have created with the palette so far. So I am retouching inner and outer. And then I'll go in with that same brush we used to blend and apply everything and just softly diffuse, because no harsh lines, everything is soft and diffused and blended. Now for the shade on the center, the little spotlight shade, I'm first going to go into this shade. These are so creamy and beautiful. And I'm going to pat this on the center. I've cleaned that brush off on the Sigma switch, and now let's touch into this one. And right on the center of the center. That's the fun of it all. Look how fun those are combined together. Eee. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into the pencil brush and this shade. And I'm gonna retouch inner and outer eye. I want everything soft and blended and just perfected. And then with the fluffy brush, we're gonna blend. I'm gonna take my Chantecaille eye kajal. Let me actually sharpen this really quick. I'm gonna do a little wing. And I've got my brush on standby because we're gonna just softly bring it out. I'm going to touch into the black. The eye kajal, I use it more of a guide, and then the shadow really perfects everything. Because you can smudge this a bit before it sets, and then you go in with the shadow and make it perfect to your liking. Look how pretty. Yes. I'm just going to touch into the shade and just perfect the edges very lightly because I don't want to make a mess. Just very lightly. We'll take a pause on the eyes for now and let's do the base. Now the base, very, very simple. I'm embracing skin, but nice bit of glow. I'm gonna go in with my Tom Ford Après Glow Serum. My forehead always needs its very own pump because my forehead is so incredibly dry, but then I'm a little oily right there and the rest of my face is pretty normal. So I have that true combo. A bit of concealer cocktail. I'm first going to go in with the Make Skin Mimic Concealer. This is a shade too dark for me. So what I do is I use this as a color corrector. And I apply this first. It's a very light layer, so I'm going to blend it out with a sponge. Keep it soft and sheer. Great formula. I definitely plan on picking up my correct shade in that. Because concealer is definitely something I use a lot. I use it pretty much every day. And when I find a good one for hydration and good coverage and wear, yes, sign me up. Now I'm going to go in with the Tower 28. This is a great concealer. Oh my goodness. It's a serum concealer. And as a proud member of the 40s Club, it's given that hydration, that light, that beautiful wear, but coverage. And it looks so beautiful on the skin. Now remember, we're not wearing any foundation, so I can get away with a little bit more concealer. Look how pretty. Yes, and it stays like this all day. I just make sure to blend out, because remember, we don't have any other base products on for coverage. So she's going all over. Got a little redness around the nose, so I'll take whatever's left. Skin is still skin, but we've got that nice soft coverage to just kind of go along with the eye look, because it is glam, but it's not as intense as you would think from all of those beautiful colors in that palette. You know what I mean? I'm going to go in with a very light layer of my One Size powder. We're going to set the under eye. Very extremely light layer. That is the best way for your makeup to not look cakey, but it gives that light set. Your skin is still allowed to move and breathe and, you know, all the things, but you got to set it just a bit. And you see how beautiful this powder is too? Oof. Again, very light layers. Skin is still skin, but you're set in place and everything's light and breathable and just great. Everything's coming together very, very nicely. Let's go into bronzer. This one is from Makeup by Mario. It's the SoftSculpt Blurring Bronzer. For blush, I'm going to go into the YSL palette. These blushes are phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Love to see them do another one of these with maybe all new colors that we don't already have in the singles and stuff, because oh, so beautiful. I have been dabbling into this brand. This is the CREAL Today's Highlights. This is an Danessa beauty brush. I still love these. I still use them plenty. So I'm just going right in. And I'm actually going right over top of blush and my high point. And I just love this look on the skin. It gives glow, but it's not too much. You know what I mean? I love the whole beam, okay? Trust me, you know this. But I have been doing this. And it gives such a pretty glow, and it just melts and melds everything. It's a bit more natural. I mean, you know. Look at the skin. I have yet to try this palette on the face. I've only used it on the eyes, but I have seen some of these on the face, and I will admit, I feel a little intimidated. And that's coming from someone who loves to glow, okay? All right, let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to retouch some areas and just perfect everything. I don't have any product on this brush, but this is the brush that we used for the black. I just want to perfect my little wing here. I don't think these wings are even, but I think that's okay. Let's do a little something on the lower lash. I'm going to take that same pencil brush and into this darkest shade, the same one we've been using. I'm going to go right on the lower lash. And then the fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go into my waterline with that same eye kajal. Now, time for mascara. I'm going to go into the Tower 28. While that's drying, this wing, it feels a little thick on the end. I know it's probably in my head, but I feel like this one looks so sharp and thin and nice. Unnecessarily torturing myself. Yes, hi, my name is Monique. I'm an overthinker. I'm going to apply these self-adhesive lashes. This is going to be, I think, my 4th time using these, but they're so good. Rulebreaker. These are the reason I want to wear lashes. Other than that, I'm good. I still put them on the same way, whereas I start at the center. All right, I'm going to remove that lip prep so we can finish everything up with a nice little lip combo. This is the Huda Beauty Lip Stain. This shade is called Soft Nude. I've been using these since they came out. I've had no issues. You just store them upside down. They're great. Definitely want to work in sections, and you definitely want to apply them to a clean lip. So that's why I removed the lip prep. So let's Now going in with the Dior Sequin Lip Duo, I think is the name of this. Want to let that dry down, and then you get the little sparkle bits. The sparkles are so pretty, but I am going to go in with the gloss on top. Look how pretty this lip color is. It's so pretty. And here's the finished look using the Danessa Myricks Lightworks Volume 7. This is my first, but now definitely not the last. I did, again, like I shared earlier, that I did pick up another one during this Sephora sale. So fun. The formula is so good on these shadows. And I love that I kept my skin and it pulled together beautifully. This palette continues to blow me away, inspire me, and it calls me. Every time I want to use it and I want to create with it. And I actually really love going in with the shifty iridescent shades. You can see I've dented a few of them already because I actually like just going in with a shade like this. It has a clear base, okay, and just putting it on the lid. I've really enjoyed this palette. I hope you loved seeing me dabble back into the new Danessa Myricks palette. I hope you love seeing how we could create something a little bit, well, I can't say this is softer, but it's not as colorful. Because I know a lot of the shades in here are a little bit more colorful. They're a little bit more, you know? Want a little more inspiration, or if you haven't seen my dedicated video where I shared 6 looks, I did 2 looks from each color story. I'll definitely link that so that you can check it out. But as always, thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. If you've enjoyed today's video, take a moment and give it a thumbs up, and hey, subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.